Hello, welcome to today's video. Today we're going to be watching Game of Thrones Season 4, Episode 5. It's my first time watching and reacting to it, so I hope you all enjoy. I'm hoping to see the trial for Tyrion Lannister. Hopefully things go well in his favor. I don't want to see that character get killed off. I really think he adds a lot to the show, so I'd be really bummed out if he died. But I don't know. I don't know. Like, his dad doesn't really like him at all, so it might not go well for him. Hopefully Sansa's doing okay and Arya as well. But yeah, I don't know what to expect, but we'll just go ahead and jump right into it. Game of Thrones.
You still mourn for Joffrey?
He was my husband, my king.
He would have been your nightmare.
Your Grace, I feel...
You knew exactly what he was. I did too. You never love anything in the world the way you love your first child. Doesn't matter what they do. The things he did shocked me. He's only a boy. A good boy, a decent boy. He always has been. Who was the last decent king, I wonder? He could be the first man who sits on that throne in 50 years to actually deserve it. I'll speak to mine.
We may be faced with an alarming number of weddings soon. I won't even know what to call you. Sister? Or mother?
King Joffrey Baratheon is dead.
I'm surprised she let her call her those things, because last time she kind of freaked out when she made comments like that. Wow. So I'm surprised that she's still as interested in that girl being the queen. So I guess maybe she likes her more than I thought she did. But yeah, here we are. Let's see what's going on with these folks.
If I can't control Slaver's Bay, why should anyone trust me? Why should anyone follow me?
You're a Targaryen. You're the mother of dragons.
I need to be more than that. I will not let those I have freed slide back into chains. I will not sail for Westeros.
What then?
I will do what queens do. I will rule.
Not sure I'm quite following what Khaleesi is saying. I mean, it sounds like maybe she'd go back to free the people that got recaptured, which is awesome. I mean, if she does that, but it's time consuming and winter's coming. So I don't know. We'll just see what's gonna happen. That is super cool to have that castle with the mountains there. Like, yeah, it would be hard to take over that castle. That's awesome. Very, very clever way of setting that up. And he said nobody's taken it for 1,000 years, I believe is what he said. That's pretty incredible, Good defense, good setup. That's awesome. If the only way in there is through those mountains, you're definitely going to have trouble taking over that.
What took you
so long.
Arranging for the ascension of King Tommen I, extricating Sansa.
Oh boy. Okay. I didn't know they were in a relationship, but I guess that makes sense. Sort of. I don't know. That's interesting. And boy, does that young boy, her cousin, does he love to make things fly. It's terrible. Ugh.
Getting her here alive.
She's here. We spent more than enough time on her for one evening.
Let's get married tonight.
Ought we not inform the Lords of the Vale about the ceremony?
There's only one Lord of the Vale. The others can all hang, lurking and simpering on the stairs like buzzards the moment my husband died, trying to get their claws on me.
I do think that we could wait until...
I'm done waiting, Peter. We had a wedding night many years ago. Don't you remember?
Like it was yesterday.
What wife would do for you the things I've done for you? What wife would trust you the way I've trusted you? When you gave me those drops and told me to pour them into John's wine, my husband's wine. When you told me to write a letter to Kat, telling her it was a Lannister.
Wait, he killed her husband? Or had her do it? That's crazy. Wow. Wow. Yeah, part of my reason for not liking this castle is I'm afraid of heights, so making things fly, I don't want to fly. My goodness. But yeah, that's really interesting. I don't know the backstory, but I guess we're learning as we go, you know? That's crazy. Peter Baelish sucking her face to make her stop talking.
I'm warning you. I'm going to scream when my husband makes love to me. I'm going to scream so loud, you'll hear me clear across the narrow sea.
When will the wedding take place, in your mind?
Meryn Trant, Tywin Lannister, the Red Woman, Beric Dondarrion, Thoros of Myr, Ilyn Payne, the Mountain.
Would you shut up?
I can't sleep until I say the names.
The names of every fucking person in Westeros.
Only the ones I'm going to kill.
Hate's as good a thing as any to keep a person going. Better than most. We come across my brother. Maybe we can both cross a name off a list.
If you were here right now, what would you do?
I'd tell him to shut the fuck up so I can get some sleep. Go on, get it over with. Your list of doomed men.
I'm almost done. Only one name left.
Go on.
The Hound.
Yeah, man. I like the Hound. He's a nice guy. Sort of. I mean, as far as people go in the show, he's pretty cool. I like the humor, too. I like him. You know, would you shut up? He's just fun. He's fun. I like that. I like that.
Things they let him do with their bodies.
No, never.
You pregnant?
What? No, I told you, Lord Tyrion and I
wasn't
never...
asking about Tyrion. What have you let Peter do with your body?
I'm not so no.
Your young, pretty body.
Nothing. I'm a virgin.
Don't lie to me.
You're hurting me.
I'll know if you lie.
I'm a virgin, I swear it. He loves you, Aunt Liza. All he says is that I'm a stupid little girl with stupid dreams who never learns, and I'm a terrible liar, so I should always tell the truth. And I swear to you that he's never touched me, not once, not ever.
Oh boy. She's crazy. She's crazy. Does anybody else have a sister that's crazy? I don't think any of my sisters are that level of crazy, which is good. But yeah, she is completely nuts. Completely.
Oh no, 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 no. Help. God.
Did you remove the skin?
No, my lady.
Have you ever cooked rabbit before?
No, my lady.
Did you ever cook anything for Lord Tyrion?
No, my lady. That was the cook's.
I don't think Bree knows what to do with him. That's funny. That's funny. What a squire. He can't cook. He can't ride a horse. He's loyal, though. Won't leave her side.
What are you doing?
I'm helping you with your armor.
I've been removing my own armor for quite some time. Thank you very much.
Now keep quiet.
They're sending him on his own? Where's Jon Snow? Hopefully this goes well. I mean, Brandon's at risk. Bren. He's at risk for being killed, really. I mean, I don't know. Hopefully nobody gets hurt. Nobody important, that is. Jon Snow and Bren.
This isn't the end. Not for you. Not yet.
How will we know the end?
You'll know.
Man, his imagination is very vivid. I mean, I know we were seeing things through his eyes, but his hand on fire? Ah. I'm surprised he wasn't screaming in pain. Maybe it doesn't hurt. I don't know. So maybe the first guy was just sneaking in to find out what was going on. I don't know.
Here, the Night's Watch.
Well, here we go. Glad she didn't get raped. I've had enough rape from this show. So I'm glad she's okay. We shall see. Hopefully Jon Snow lives and Bren lives as well. And also Bren, the folks there with Bren. Hopefully they do okay. But here we go. Battle time.
Hold on!
A little crippled lord. You're going for a ride, boy.
John! John! John!
Keep talking, and I'll cut your friends' throats. Starting with the idiot. Do you hear? Do you hear?
Yeah, I knew he was no good. I knew he was no good. Interesting. It's gonna take him for a ride. Man. Aw, man. Good luck. Oh boy. Poor Holder. Oh boy. Oh jeez. I wasn't expecting that. I mean, good. You know, I guess. Jeez. Oh jeez.
If he sees you, he won't let you go north. He's my brother, and he wants to protect you. I'll take you back to Castle Black. You have to decide. Do you want to find the Three-Eyed Raven?
Hodor. We need to free Summer. And we need to go.
Dang. Dang, that's rough. Can't even talk to your own brother. He's right, though. He would take him back north or south or, you know, back to the wall and all that. Wouldn't let him go after some Three-Eyed Raven. Dang. I thought the guy that took Bren, I thought he was going to do a better job. But element of surprise, you know. Oh, it was crazy. I feel bad for Hodor, though. He's looking into the blood on his hands. That's not going to help his head any. Oh, boy.
You learn how to fight in a castle.
He is really good. Not Jon Snow, the other guy. He's got two little daggers, and he's taking a guy on with a big sword. Jeez, he's fast, too. He's quick. Man. Come on, Joe. Come on, Jon. You got this, Jon. Ooh.
Some old man teach you how to stand. How to...
Oh. 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 I'm starting to cry. I cry when things are too bloody. Oh, man, I cried during one of the Saw films. Like, I was just sitting there bawling. That's a lot of gore. Ooh. Ooh. Ah, right through the skull. Yeah, I don't know. That hurts. Oh, jeez. Even Jon looks surprised. Look at him. He's shocked. Oh, jeez. Yeah, there was 11 of them. Oh, jeez. This guy, I don't know. He just got mixed up in the wrong crowd, but I guess he's been bad too. You know, he betrayed the brothers as well. Jeez. That girl really saved Jon there. Man, I'm still a little shell-shocked, or whatever you call it. I don't know. That's crazy. That's crazy. Good for her. Helping Jon Snow out.
Burn it to the ground, and all the dead with it.
Well, Jon Snow lives to fight another day, as does Bren. Oh, man. What an ending. Well, I will wrap up my thoughts, do some editing, and then get back to you. Well, there you have it. Another good episode of Game of Thrones. I did really enjoy that. I would say that it was a really good episode. There was a lot of storyline, a lot of stuff to catch up on. It was good to be able to rewatch it while I edited it, see it twice. I've watched every episode twice in that manner, by re-editing, or not re-editing, but editing. But yeah, great show. Like I said at the end, I'm glad Jon's still alive and Bren as well. The travel group with Bren, it was interesting because he saw the future. He told the guy his future, that he was going to die and burn in a building, and there you have it. It happened. So I know I mentioned earlier, like I said something about his imagination. Obviously, I meant the sight. It's not an imagination. It's his gift, that he can see the future. I think he can also see the past as well. I appreciate everybody that's had kind things to say. Ella, Ella PHX, I just want to say thanks for your kind comments on all my Game of Thrones videos. I appreciate it. Let me know, that not to take some of the comments to my heart. I also appreciate your information about Jojen and the Wolves and Bran. That there are three kinds of people. You explain the skin changers, the wargs, dreamers, and greenseers. And so I really appreciate you giving me a detailed explanation without spoiling anything for me, but that really helped. Just side note, hope you're doing well. Hopefully you don't mind me saying that. I, wouldn't say anything personally, but you did publish it on a video, so I feel like it's okay to say that. So I just hope you're doing well. Take care of yourself, and enjoy these videos when you can. UINN. I don't know why I can never say your name. I'm so sorry. I hope you're doing well as well. I mean, I hope everybody's doing well, but I'm talking to the people that have been commenting and stuff. So I've been reading all of your comments. I try to heart most of them. But I just appreciate you being here, part of this journey. Thanks for still watching after all these months. I appreciate it. Hopefully you're still enjoying the content. And then you left a good comment as well. So Loki was sent on a mission to capture Bran. So he achieved that mission, but then was killed in the process. So it was Rose Bolton who sent him. Yeah, when Theon was shaving Ramsay. Yep. Yeah, and I knew who he was. I knew he was a bad guy. I just didn't remember what his mission was. So that makes a lot of sense. Sultan Alazania said the rape scene between Jaime and Cersei, it's supposed to be consensual, but they messed it up for some reason. Jaime isn't a rapist. I did respond to that comment. I really hope that's true. But it's really hard to look past it because, like, we all saw the sex scene. It was rape is what it was. And I'm not going to hold it against the show. We all know it's based upon, it's based upon the books. I've not read the books. But that's the thing with TV shows, they take liberties and I hope Jaime didn't actually rape her in the book either. But it's nice to know that wasn't necessarily their plan. But that is 100% how it came across, and I did not like that at all. But yeah, as far as this episode, I just want to get back to some of your comments. I try to respond, but a lot of times I'm working, so I don't always have an in-depth response. So I appreciate you guys being understanding about that. But just thanks for being here on this journey. Back to this episode, though, it was really good. I didn't have a lot to say during the filming of this, but I did really enjoy it. I found it really interesting that Cersei was kind of being nice to the gal that wants to be the queen. They had kind of a decent conversation, I would say, talking about King Joffrey and just how he was as a human. Obviously Cersei, his mom still loves him. So I get that. I want to see more about the Imp. I want to make sure he's okay. I mean, obviously he's not really okay right now because he's incarcerated, and he's going to be on trial for King Joffrey's death. The Hound, man, I like that guy. I know he's not perfect. Nobody's perfect in the show, but I still like the Hound, and I hope Arya doesn't actually kill him. I'm sure the Hound will die at some point, as will everybody else. I could picture the entire ending just being everybody dying. I hope that's not the case, because I want at least some of the characters I love to stay. Also, I did mention in the filming, I called Sansa. Well, Sansa was with her aunt, and I responded, "Does anyone have a sister like that?" I was meaning more. I was thinking about her mom, Sansa's mom. So I don't want you to think I thought that Sansa was her sister, because I know it's her aunt. But yeah, that whole dynamic is kind of weird. It's interesting to find out that Peter Baelish had her kill her own husband, and yeah, I mean, it's just kind of it's always been kind of a weird part of the family. It's kind of like you're part of the family that you just don't talk about. You just pretend they're not there. But yeah, I don't know. It's just kind of a weird part of the Stark family. I guess they're married into the Stark family, so it's not like she's Stark blood, from my understanding. Or yeah, because the Mrs. Stark would have taken Ned Stark's name. So, but still, it's just a weird part of the family. But yeah, I mean, overall, I enjoyed this episode. I enjoyed this show. I know I can be very harsh about this show sometimes. I'm just trying to share my opinion. I'm just giving you my raw input, my feedback. The gore wasn't too much. Rewatching, it was unexpected, and it did make me cry a little. And I'm not crying like, oh my goodness, he just died, because I don't care about that character. He's a bad guy, It's just when there's so much blood and guts. I learned when I was younger, when I watched the Saw films, it just makes my body just start crying. I'm not like sad per se. It's just so much gore. And obviously Game of Thrones is nowhere near Saw, I mean, there's some scenes that are pretty gory, but it makes sense with the story. I'm not trying to knock the gore. I don't mind the gore. That doesn't bother me. I mean, it does bother me, like where it will kick a reaction out of me, like start crying. I know it wasn't very visible on camera, but my eyes did tear up a little bit. It's just intense. And then also coming from somebody that's seen a lot of gore in real life. Obviously, I've not done I've not gone off to war. I'm not military or anything, but just working in jails, there's a lot of blood, either from people fighting each other or fighting you, your own blood, other people's blood, so just sometimes the films and shows with blood and gore just brings me back to jail in a way. And I'm not saying that as a bad thing. It just, I've seen stuff that I don't usually talk about, so it just, I don't know, it's just interesting because a lot of people will watch stuff like Saw and Game of Thrones, for example, with those gore scenes and stuff, and think it's all just made up. And obviously this part is, but people bleed. It happens. You get hurt, you're gonna bleed. I've obviously never seen a sword go through somebody's skull, but I've seen some stuff. So nothing too drastic. The thing that bothered me most when I saw somebody that hurt themselves, it was I had to hold a towel around their arm to keep them from bleeding out because they tried to kill themselves. I don't know why I'm going and telling you all this, but it's just, it's part of life. So, but overall, yeah, I'm going to keep watching the show. Even if we go down this long, if the show starts going downhill or I start hating it, we're going to finish it. I appreciate everybody that's been here for this show and continued to be here. I know a lot of people dropped off, and that's okay. You know, if I'm not a good reactor for you, like if you don't enjoy it, don't force yourself. You know, I understand. It's okay. But yeah, overall, great show. I did really enjoy that episode, and hopefully you all enjoyed my reactions. I did have some good reactions in there, and it was not planned. It just, you know, when you get caught off guard, you don't have any control over what your face does. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Leave a like if you did. Share with a friend if you think they'd like it. Maybe have them start at episode 1. But anyways, that being said, leave in the comments how you're doing. You know, I'm feel like you guys are my friends, really. So I appreciate you guys being here with me on this journey, being patient with me, and hopefully we'll continue doing this show, and hopefully you'll keep watching. But have a good rest of your day. I will see you all. Should be next week. Bye.